Avengers Secret Wars, releasing in 2027, is shaping up to be one of the craziest movies ever made. Why? Because we know what's going to happen in Avengers Doomsday already. We know in some variation, Doctor Doom is going to get his own way and he's going to create the new universe. It's just how do we get there? So we've heard from allegedly the most credible scooper ever, Daniela, has said Spider-Man Tom Holland is in, out, left, right. Then he's not in it. Then he is. Then he's got the biggest part ever in Secret Wars, which is always obvious. I think a lot of people will have a bigger role in Secret Wars than in Avengers Doomsday. So the post-credit scene for this movie says that Tom Holland's in it. So we're going to have to go over it. Then we're going to have to go how they're actually going to beat Doom. And it's pretty simple because Doom will lose, but technically he's already won by creating the new universe. So, yo, what is freaking good, YouTube? Warstu here. If you are new around here, make sure to subscribe to never miss any of the Marvel, DC, Kaiju, Monsterverse, pop culture-based content that I try to deliver on a daily basis. You can subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on, and let me know how freaking excited are you. So there's lots of rumors going around. There's also post-credit scene for the end of Spider-Man. And allegedly, Tom Holland, Spider-Man, is going to get stuck in a different reality or a different world, and that's why he's not actually going to be in Doomsday, but apparently he's going to be in the post-credit scene. So if you could, follow us on Twitter, WarstuG, follow us on Instagram at Warstu to see the beautiful face behind the voice, and follow us on TikTok, WSTU. Right, let's get into this movie. So it's worth saying that there is some surviving heroes that would lead the charge against Doctor Doom, but I don't understand how this is going to happen because according to Danielle RPK, Tom Holland's not actually in No Way Home, although he actually is in the post-credit scene, allegedly. The second post-credit scene follows 8 years after the events of Avengers Doomsday. So technically that wouldn't be Doomsday, that would be a post-credit scene. A group of explorers find the raft lost in the depths of the ocean, and it remains intact, covered by the passage of time, and its systems slowly begin to reactivate, revealing the survivors are still inside. The surviving heroes travel by ship to the raft, a structure built using the combined technology of Reed Richards and Hank Pym. Amongst the surviving heroes are Reed Richards, Shuri, Star-Lord, Captain Marvel. Now, what is interesting is someone recently came out and said Captain Marvel isn't actually in this movie. I don't understand how she can't be in it. The fact that the directors for the Marvels movie was recently in London when they were shooting, when Tatiana Paris was shooting in London. Captain Marvel's in the movie. It's just, is she in the post-credit scene or is she actually in the movie? Wong, the Young Avengers, Cyclops, Storm, Iceman, Sam Wilson, Beast, Spider-Man, Tom Holland. It's worth saying all these say their actual just character name. Then this one exactly says Tom Holland because we know there will be variances of characters in the movie. As we know, Tom Cruise, Iron Man, probably going to be in this movie. Captain America, Steve Rogers, we're going to get like 12 different versions of him. Yelena, Bucky, and Ghost, and US Agent. Interesting. And we also know, based on the post-credit scenes, they're also going to always be done by the Russo. So at least there's consistency in the post-credit scene. So Daniela RPK said, Tom Holland, Spider-Man will reportedly have a huge role in Avengers Secret Wars. Yeah, maybe he's going to get the Venom Black symbiote, finally. And then Cryptic HD. This is more of a theory, but I spoke about this the other day, about how the No Way Home spell will be very important, because that's how they're all going to remember him. Then ironically, Cryptic HD posted this. Like, I don't follow many people, so I didn't see this, but I came across this as I was gathering my notes for this video. So this is a pretty interesting theory, what he said. You know why I think Peter will play a huge role in Secret Wars? Because he has to, because he's contracted. He'll be the one to F up Doom's plan. After everything flips and everyone forgets the past, the spell placed on him by Strange is still in effect. So he reveals his identity to everyone, and everyone remembers everything. And there's this comic book panel he's put up, and it's like, hey, it's like Ben said, when you're with us, you're not just part of the team, you're part of the family. We won't let you down. And then he goes, all right, I've got to warn you, the way this works, once you see me, it's all going to come back to you. You'll remember everything. Promise. Hey, Peter, long time no see. So this has happened in the comics. But as we know, Marvel Studios don't really follow the comic books, do they? No, it loosely follows the comic books. But we can go one step further, right? Because depending on where Doctor Doom was, so we know during the Fantastic Four movie, there was a seat for Latveria during the World Council, and he wasn't there. But all of a sudden, at the end of the movie, he appears to be in front of baby Franklin Richards. So, depending on where he was, because the spell would only happen if you're actually in the multiverse, if you're not out of the space-time continuum, aka like the TVA. Depending on where Doctor Doom is, how would Doctor Doom even know the identity of Peter Parker if everyone was spelled? Because Doctor Doom would still be under said spell, right? He's not like oblivious to the spell. And because they're all going to be in a new universe, his loved ones won't be in danger because they're going to be elsewhere. So this is a very interesting kind of theory, but I spoke about it the other day, but it is true that this pretty much will be how it goes down, because you've also got to remember the Tom Holland RDJ relationship they have in real life, and the whole Mr. Stark, I don't want to go, the scene we have in Infinity War before Peter disappeared, and the whole kind of RDJ Iron Man death scene. So their emotional impact will be very impactful, hopefully. So they should have the most screen time together, and it should be Spider-Man who is the one to take down Doctor Doom. But as I said in the prologue, Doctor Doom has already won. Even if he loses and he gets overthrown and, you know, everything gets reverted and this is like a soft reboot, Doctor Doom's already won. He can't lose. He's already factually won. So we know this movie will focus on the 2015 comic book run. The film is rumored to heavily draw inspiration from this, where Doctor Doom becomes a ruler of Battleworld. It's reportedly not used in the 1984 one, which featured the cosmic entity Beyond. So we already know this whole Battleworld is going to be created at the end of the movie, right? We know it's going to be a continuation of Doomsday, and we also know it's a soft reboot for the MCU. Leaks suggest it will lead to a soft reboot of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, although scoopers have implied that Hugh Jackman is going to be playing Wolverine for the rest of his life. So there's supposed to be about 60 characters in Doomsday, about 50 characters in this one, which is interesting. The main narrative, the main protagonist is Doctor Doom, primary villain, ruling over the whole battle world, and he is God Emperor Doom. Returning characters such as Chris Evans, who's apparently playing multiple different roles, the Fantastic Four, the Thunderbolts, or the surviving characters, right? I don't actually think many people are going to die. They're just going to be stuck on Battleworld, and they're not going to know who they are, what's going on, because they're in like a new reality. And then when Peter takes his mask off, they're all going to remember who the hell he is. Now, we're going to get multiversal variants in Doomsday and also in Secret Wars. Spider-Man is rumored to have a huge role. I think all the Spider-Men will be in this movie, to be honest. Although I don't think Doomsday is coming out Christmas next year. I think it'll be pushed back. I also think this movie pushed back. It is very interesting. So that is how Spider-Man could be the most important Spider-Man. But we also know that Andrew and Toby, everyone is going to be in Doomsday. But if they're not, they're all going to be in Secret Wars. It makes a lot more sense to have all the Spider-Mans reunite in Secret Wars than it actually does in Doomsday. So that is pretty much how Tom Holland's Spider-Man is going to solidify himself as being the goated Spider-Man. Is we're going to get some kind of sequence where Doctor Doom kills Spider-Man, thinks he's dead, Spider-Man jumps up, gets a symbiote, and bush, and then Loki comes through on some kind of portal, maybe, I don't know. We've all seen the AI clip, it's pretty insane. So like all these guys, let us know. I mean, I personally still don't believe that Tom Holland's not actually going to appear in Doomsday. He has been in every Avengers movie since Civil War. So I honestly cannot believe he's not going to be in it. Unless at the end of Spider-Man Brand New Day, he gets stuck in another reality and there's no way for him to get to like the 616 or to get to like this new battle world. But if the post-credit scene is true, he's going to be on the raft that's where all the surviving heroes are anyway. So it does sound pretty darn insane. So likewise, lads and ladettes, let us know everything you think down below. I'm sorry that the kind of videos are getting a bit repetitive at the moment. It's because there's no Marvel content being released till next year now, or DC. So we're having to do news, rumors, and leak videos and theory videos. There's no factual things coming out. I mean, yes, there's Wonder Man. Yes, there's some animated stuff. But in terms of the stuff you guys care about, it's all going to be rumors, news, leaks, based on what cast members say, scoopers, so on and so forth. Which is predominantly what you like, but I get it. It does get a little bit repetitive. But thanks for staying with me, lads and ladettes. So like always, guys, check us out on Instagram at Warstu to see the beautiful face behind the beautiful face. Check us out on Instagram at Warstu. And I will catch you in another video very soon. Catch ya Later.